All right, bud. So having a look at these, it's good to see the swing again. It's been a while. I'm liking what I'm seeing in terms of the pieces of the takeaway. That all looks good and connected. Everything's online. Club's in a great spot. Body's rotating correctly. There's a little bit of a loss of height early, okay, which, that's one thing that I wouldn't mind us just being aware of. Like, I don't like to see loss of height in terms of like where your head is relative to those trees. I don't like seeing that until the start of the actual physical downswing, and I like it happening from the legs. So like to me what I'm seeing in terms of that loss of height is coming from your trunk, your torso. Okay, so I'd much rather you feel as though as you're working up through here, like you're actually growing. I want you to feel like you're gaining height, gaining stature up through there. It's a feeling of space. You'll feel like you have a ton more room in to start your downswing. Okay, so that's it. I love club position, arm position, leg rotation, all of that stuff is sweet. Let's just get a little bit more space up at the top. Okay, now more of this stuff's going to be more downswing related. Okay, so we know that sort of your pattern is you lay the club down a lot, you sort of stay closed a little bit too much, and there's more face rotation than you want to see. Okay, now that stuff, what you need to understand is that the more we can connect sort of the right arm, the club to the right arm, and have the body rotation delivering the face, the less that we're going to see that kind of a release pattern. Okay, so this kind of a release pattern is going to be a little bit more erratic to manage the face. Okay, and looking at it from this perspective here, when you sort of tie in the fact that the head sort of stays down forever, that right arm comes over top of the left, body's not quite clearing as fast as it could. Okay, like the impact is sort of right in this sort of zone right here. Then you see sort of the push off of the legs. So you're almost, in a sense, you're almost hitting the ball a little bit earlier than you want to be hitting it. Okay, if that reference makes any sense at all. What I'd love to see you do, especially, you're kind of just getting back into things, I'd really like to see you hit some shots with only your right arm on the golf club and with a towel or glove, really doesn't matter. Probably towel. Yeah, go a little, one of those little small towels underneath your right armpit. And with the towel underneath that right armpit, I just want you to feel like you keep it there the whole time. You keep the towel on the armpit. And I want you, only using your right arm, I want you to work on hitting like literally 5-yard shots, 10-yard shots, 15, 20, super, super small, like just bite-sized shots where you only feel right arm connected to your rib cage, and that's what's delivering the club through impact. Okay? So if we can keep that right arm, the pressure point of the right arm more intact right there, it's going to change the rotation of the right humerus in the shoulder. Okay? So your humerus, the sort of the bone that's inside the bicep, you can think of it, that bone is rotating internally. It's rotating in as you are releasing the club too much. That's what twists the face over, and that's what gets more of that flip. If we can hold that in more external, okay, that's going to hold more bend in that right elbow. That's going to keep the wrists in more of a controlled delivery as well. Okay, so a lot of this ties into sort of how that right arm works through here in terms of a feeling. Now, if I can get your right arm to stay more on your body, you are going to appear 10 times more open, I assure you. So literally you have to start slow. You have to start with shorter shots, otherwise you're just going to completely throw this away. Start with 5, 10, 15, 20-yard shots. Right arm stays pinned to the side of the rib cage. Body rotation delivers the face. You're also probably going to end up feeling that the only way to not fat it is to make sure that you really, really get the pressure going into that left side. So that's not a bad thing either. Allow your head, so your head, I want your head to follow your hands. Okay, so you can see up here, sort of like the head's still staying down. At that point, your eyes are probably right about there, even though the arms are over there. I want head and arms to always be connected. So as you move through, I want your eyes to follow your hands. Got it? Okay, so right arm only. Give me some videos of that stuff. Talk to you soon.